number 42 in the jazz violin series. Hope you're getting something out of these things, and I want to present this video as congratulations, you are now the master of the chromatic scale. How's that feel? The master of the chromatic scale. What do I mean by that? Well, you've learned about the 7 notes in the major scale, 8 being the same as the octave being the same as the 1, and the 5 in between notes. I'm speaking from D as the tonic right now. So, and the number system, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and flat 2, flat 3, flat 5, flat 6, flat 7 are the 5 in between notes. They represent like the black keys in the piano. That makes 12. All in a row. Low 2, 2, low 3, 3, 4. I should call them flat 3. Flat 5, 5, flat 6, 6, flat 7, 7, and 8. 8 being 13, the dreaded 13. Oh no, the number beyond the 12. That's how it got the bad rep in our culture. It represents spiritual, supernatural stuff, beyond this plane existence. That's where numerologies go off with 13. Anyways, that's another subject. So there's 12 different pitches, and every one of the modes you've learned is dealing with one of those somewhere in there. All 12 are represented in every mode. Now, do I think of modes a lot? No, I don't, as I've mentioned. I don't think modally a lot, although I know all the modes, can play all the modes, and my fingers fly across the modes, especially the most popular ones, which I've gone over already. You are now the master and can make up any scale you see fit. How this is done on demand is I would take the notes of the chord you're on, the arpeggio, and fill in the in-between notes to make up a scale to suit that situation. Now that means the 2, 4, and 6 might be extra notes you throw in. It could be exactly that, 2, 4, 6. It could be a flat 2, sharp 4, flat 6 if you want. It could be all kinds of scales that don't even have names. You could just make them up on demand as you need, as you go, on the fly. And the 2, 4, and 6 that you choose is not critical, since it's just like a good melody will be a tension note and released when you hit one of the notes that are in the skeleton of the scale, which we call the arpeggio. So, some of these scales can get kind of weird. It's like, what if you had flat 2 and the 3? Got another weird jump there, the 3. What if you did flat 2, 3, sharp 4, 5, flat 6, 7. Pretty interesting, isn't it? That might be the perfect scale, though. And how do you choose those in-between notes? I have a couple rules that I choose them by. We'll get into this more later. That you can choose them from the overall key of the song. It works pretty well. You can choose them from just the 2, 4, 6 of the key of the chord you're on. Each one is being an island in itself. You can do any combination of all the above. You can torque them this way or that to suit your needs. If you want it to be weird, it doesn't matter so much if you want to put an E flat over a D chord. It's up to you. So it just creates tension because it's not in the chord anyways. So if it doesn't fit the whole song, it might sound kind of weird. But you are now the master. You get to create any scale you need because you now have experience with all 12 of the intervals. There is nothing other than that. All right? Congratulations.